All right, so we got strong bearish market today. Just getting on the chart right now, seeing if just seeing what's going on. Right, so I see obviously we got the strong bearish market, and whenever we got a run like this, I'm looking to see price run into one of my key levels. Right, so like right now we just ran past the 4. We already ran through the hour, and it looks like we're finally getting this continuation. So if I go to the hour, right, we got these bearish PVCs. We had this strong bearish PVC right here, and then we had this bearish candle that followed after, and we got this consolidation, and we've been consolidating for the last few days. And finally this morning we got this continuation. It looks like we're running into make our lower low here. And the key level beneath this would be this daily PVC, which is going to be the high of this candle right here. All right, we see this candle right here has the most volume. So we want to see a reaction right here. And what I'm going to be looking for is for a bullish PVC to form at this level. And I'll judge that PVC, and that'll let me know, do I want to take a counter trend play at this key level to get a continuation of this bullish move, or do I want to let price run? So like right now we have bearish PVCs in the immediate on this whole entire run down, and we got a lot of bearish volume here. But here we got this bottom tail. All right, so this is the most volume on the 5. But we got this bottom tail on the 15. We got decent bullish volume too. Oh, I take that back. I thought we had more volume here on this bottom tail, but we don't. So yeah, I want to see price continue to run down into this level. Let me look at the minute. Yeah, this is where I could see price retracing to. This is the most volume on the minute, and this is where I would be looking for price to correct and get back short. But that's just with the volume profile that I have right now. So we'll see. We could hit this daily and we could form a PVC, and that volume could overtake all of this. So I'm just judging off of what I see on the chart right now, what I would like to happen. Even a retrace into this low, because as you can see, like we got these 3 pillars here, right? This one looking like the EVC, giving this resting period after this big run here. So I'm not really seeing a reason for bulls to come into the market yet. At least there's no volume. If they do, I mean, it can happen at any moment. You know, volume can print at any moment to where we see, I mean, a new PVC can print at any moment. So, and we just closed on an hour. So let's see what we got on the hour. Okay, so I like the strong close here. I mean, yeah, price to reach back up here and reference this 4. So I'm gonna just be looking at these key levels to see if we can get a clean correction back into the level, which this isn't that big of a move, but clean correction back into the level, and then look for our indication being something like this. So we get these 2 moves, these 2 bullish candles. And then this 3rd candle, we end up taking the low. On the 4th candle, we take the low out. But you see these lows aren't being taken till we get to this candle. We take the low, and then the move continues. We want to see something like that happen again. If price wants to run back up here to the 4, get a move where, you know, these lows are not being taken out. And then we get to the 4 and the low goes. And then that's when I would look to get in with the continuation. Also, being that would be the low. It will be operating inside of this candle right here. All right, this candle right here. So you see we got good volume on that candle. So yeah, for price to run, even to run up into this high, would be expected. I want to see price make a nice bullish correction here into this level, into this green box, and then give me my bearish indication. Once it gets anywhere inside of this green box, I would be okay with taking a short, preferably on the higher side though, simply because we've ran so far bullish and we're still pretty extended on EMA. I would like to see it happen really at the 4. I wouldn't do it before it got to the 4. So I'm saying inside of this box, but realistically, this is the box where I would be looking for that indication and where I would be okay with taking that entry at. So I'm gonna pause it and let price run and see if we get into my level here. One thing that makes me a little suspect about this right here is that we got this delivery into the 4, and these highs are not being taken out on the 5-minute. These highs are not being taken out. Here we just took the high, and then this volume. Whenever I see like the volume stacked like this, I've seen reversals come out of profiles like this enough times to be super skeptical about trying to get in short too early. Like I said, I really do like this area right here, and this right here makes me want to try to long into that area, but there's just no bullish volume though on the 1 minute. There's no bullish volume. So as you can see, we just took this low here, and that's after we tapped the low of this candle. So remember, originally I said this was my box, right? So we get into this box and we take the low. So this would have been my entry, right? But I was saying, because we're so extended from the MA, I'd rather see this happen on the higher side. And then also I'm noticing we got this on the 5 as well. This action on the 5 here, but there's still just not a lot of volume on the 5. A lot of bullish volume on the 5 for me to really be comfortable with that. I mean, we got this EVC here on the 15. So, I mean, and then we got a nice gap here as well. So I think, and that's the thing, in the next 7 minutes, right? So I wouldn't want to see this get engulfed. I wouldn't want to enter off of this getting engulfed. I would rather see price enter it on the second candle, maybe. Like, we can engulf this level, but I don't want to see it happen on the first candle. But again, there's just no bullish volume for me to be convinced that we're about to make a big bullish run. So I definitely don't want to get in long here. As enticing as it may be, I still don't really want to get in long. We just tapped the 4. All right, notice we get this direct tap into the 4 here. We get this little rejections, and it's already offered about 20 handles. All right, we took the low there, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in. So my I haven't paid my subscription, so my chart's delayed by like 5 seconds. Yeah, so that's why that entry was a little bit further down than what I would have liked. But yeah, so we're gonna look for the continuation here. And I'm gonna give it 40 handles. And just see what we get, see how this plays out. right, so we're still running highs here. Again, I'm not really sold on buyers. I'm just not, honestly. We could definitely continue to run up though, even to like this high here. I'm gonna extend my stop. I'm gonna do 100 handles. The numbers are not really as important because again, this is a demo. But ideally, like with my live account or my fundeds, it's just 1 to 2 contracts, and I'll give it like 40 to 100 handles. This is a really strong trend, so I like this simply because there's I gotta the price has to turn around so much. It's really got to be a reversal, and you're more likely for the trend to continue. So 40 handles is not quite a reversal. That's more so just like a comfort thing for me. I'm just like, all right, I just want to be right within 40 handles. Um, which we did get another rejection off of this 4 here, and we're trying to push lower again. And that's what I was saying about just the bulls. I'm just not sold on the bulls, but we could still push up here. We could still push up, and then like this level right here even. So that was a terrible thing to do for the video, to be like, oh, I'm about to extend my stop, especially because I extended my stop so much. But again, this is a demo account. So um, this is not that's not what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to extend your stop, but at the same time, you want to put your stop somewhere you don't think price is going to go, and you want to manage your risk accordingly to where your position is actually fit to lose whatever you're risking. Whether you're risking 1% or 2% or whatever you're risking on your account. But again, you got a really strong trend like this, and you just want to get in with the trend. I'm getting in kind of late. This is the second leg, right? So we had market opened up here. First leg, consolidation, second leg. And the second leg is even bigger than the first leg. So yes, we want the continuation, and we're getting that. But just knowing that I'm in pretty late to the move, and then seeing that we had this action here, where we didn't take any highs, and then we, after we get beyond the 4, we take this high. There's factors that kind of make me raise my eyebrows at it a little bit, but this in particular, I would like to see price run down here to the daily. Yeah, I want to see price run down here to the daily. We'll see if we get that. I'm gonna just pause it, let it play out. So this is something to watch out for as well. We're getting this bullish volume coming in here. It's only on the 1-minute time frame, and it's not more than this. So a rejection here at this low now is what I want to see. A rejection at this low if price continues to climb back up. Rejection at this low and then pushing lower. This could very well be like a fake out to entice buyers. There's people who are trying to trade the counter trend, and every time they see a bullish candle, they're jumping in long. Just like here, there's people that jumped in long, and their stop was right here beneath this low. So you see, we take out this low, and then we form this bullish volume, and it's like, you got stopped out here. You're like, man, and now it's running because you see this volume coming in. Or maybe you don't look at volume. A lot of people don't look at volume, but you just see, this candle printed with some momentum, so that would have buyers enticed to get in long. But just overall, again, this is the 1 minute. So you just can't really be looking in a vacuum here. Because, we could. We could reverse. At any moment, price could reverse and we could run back high. I'm definitely not holding for that to happen. This trade went up decent, 83 handles. So, but what was I about to say? Yeah, we see what kind of volume forms in the next 2 minutes on this candle. I doubt we get anything more than this bearish volume here. So, again, there's just no buyers in the market right now for me to be sold. But we do have an EVC right here, and we got price. We just got that close beneath it there, and we still got a lot of time here though. For this next candle to form on the 15. So we'll see, because we closed beneath. So ideally, we want to reject off of this candle again and push lower. But whenever you got an EVC, see how we got no volume here, there's like a lot less volume, even though these two got wicks. Let's see what these candles look like here on the 15. Yeah, this was like the little consolidation right here, right? But then we got big drop off, and then we got more volume on this second candle right here. So we do want to see like a slight, maybe a slight pause over the course of these next few candles. But again, with this one specifically, we would really like to see, at some point price reject and push lower. And like I said, I had marked this up on the lower time frame. So let's see how price wants to react. If we can get a rejection off of this level, and this could be our push low. Or potentially if we do run it, then we could look for a chance to add. And we're going to ignore this number and ignore the account size and just focus on the actual execution. So yeah, we'll see. So again, we just press back into this candle. Now, what we don't want to see too much of, right? If price decides to run quickly, okay, then we're going to want to see rejection at the high. But if we were to close into it and then be like rejecting off of the low and pushing up off the low, that's what we wouldn't want to see. But here we're getting this rejection, and this candle's engulfing right now. So we'll see how this wants to play out. Another thing, I don't like to overanalyze, because it's either going to work or it's not. But I don't like how we got this bullish volume here at liquidity, and then we got this drop off here. So we really want to see that bearish volume come in again. But this is a bottom tail. This is actually rejecting off the high here. So we still got way more bearish volume that I feel like should carry price lower. But we could get some friction between here and my TP. So should buckle up. All right, so the trade is approaching break even again. And this is what I was mentioning earlier. So the same way how we got this EVC, and when we close back into it, we start rejecting from the low here, and then we make this run up to the 4. Same thing here. We closed into it, right? We got this initial rejection, and then we closed into it, and then we close at the low, and then we engulf, and we're starting to push up. So again, we're going to want to see price reject at the high. Obviously, we're going to want to see price turn around. But you got to be looking at realistic levels where you can set an expectation where if it runs this level, then I'm not going to have much confidence in the trade if we run a level. So if we were to really this is my level where if we run this level, see how we went above this and we immediately engulfed and we ran lower? We can run this high, but when we do, I don't really want to see price close above it and travel above that level. So travel above it, and I don't even want to see it take this high, you know. So I'm going to make my stop a little closer. Do 75 handles. And again, that's also just having to do with this was the first red flag right here, for sellers. But again, there's just no bullish volume, right? In comparison to this, there's no bullish volume. So because I got this red flag and we've moved back into break even, yeah, I'm tightening up my stop a little bit. I'm seeing some stuff I don't like as much, and it's making me just want to go ahead and tighten up the stop. So that's how I'm gonna manage this one. Obviously, we want to see continuation here. We got the strong bearish trend. So, let me see. Yeah, I mean, a big move happening inside of this candle. I won't be adding to this because I already just said it. I'm not too confident in it now. So I'm not going to add to it. And then we got, again, there's the volume fell off dramatically here. So right now, this PVC is in control. This bullish candle is in control. This took price back into my break even. I really don't want to see these highs get ran. Honestly, this is like end all be all. I'm looking at this level, as like if we close above here, we need to engulf immediately and run back lower. So no bullish volume on the 5. That's telling me that we should get a big reversal. The 15 gives me this EVC, and we just closed on the 15. So we closed beneath it, this EVC right here. We closed beneath it. Now we just closed back into it. So I would like to see it engulf now. Would like to see it engulf. But if we continue to run bullish, then that would be even more indication that I may need to even get out earlier than this. But I'm gonna be looking at my volume on the immediate time frame. So obviously I like this. And notice this delivery is happening right there at the 15. So we'll see. Looks like we got a little bit of bearish volume coming in. We got to see how this closes though. If we close with a tail, I won't be too impressed, especially because we're getting that rejection off the low here. All right, so I like that close. This candle now is important to me, right? Because we just closed back into this volume, this bullish volume. And this bearish volume is not much, but we have a lot of bearish volume in the market already. We got a lot of sellers in the market already. So we don't need more volume. We don't need more bearish volume than this to overtake this level. I just like to see it. So and then see this delivery here, we're not taking any highs. So now that we're at this key level, we'll see if this high wants to go. And we gapped into it as well. That's good. But we'll see if this high wants to go. See if we start protecting lows again. All right, so I may move I might tighten my stop again because we got uh, lower high, lower high, lower high. So I'm gonna tighten this up again. Let's tighten it up, and it's damn near back around to where it was originally. But I'm liking this movement. It's looking like we're getting a continuation here. So I'm gonna just pause it and let it play out again. I want to say here too, because this is my PVC for the swing. All right, we got the swing low, swing high, and we got this bullish PVC that controlled the move, and we have never tapped this low. I want to see price run this low. I don't want to see, I don't want to see a pity pat around this area. I want to see an aggressive move beneath this level. That would make me a lot more confident that sellers are going to make a run to this daily PVC right here. So this is the level that I'm paying attention to right now. And again, we want to see an aggressive run beneath here. If we pity pat, then we probably going to make another bullish run up here, and we don't know how far that's going to go. So we'll see. I'm going to, again, let it play out. All right, so we're getting this rejection from the low. But I'm still interested in this candle because we made this persistent move through it. I want to see rejections from the high now, which this is not a good indication of that, but that's what we want to see is rejection from the high of this candle. After we've ran back through it in this bearish market, we don't really want to see any bullish candles have success. So close above this, we really want to see price engulf like almost immediately within the next 1 to 3 candles. We want to see price come back and engulf. Yeah, we don't like the volume that came in here. All right, this engulfing candle, not only did it engulf all of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes of price action, but the volume engulfed all of it as well, minus this. So because we didn't get this rejection here yet, and again, I said within the next 1 to 3 candles, I would want to see this get engulfed, this level, this area price. But we just gapped above it. Not a fan of that. But this candle right here has more volume than this engulfing candle. So I would say right here. And it looks like we didn't quite make it there. But that's where that would be like the end all be all for rejections. So definitely could have been a fake out right here. Again, the market is like super tricky. You get these strong bearish, you get these strong trending markets, and a lot of times sometimes it's difficult to find an entry to get in. So it's easier for people to feel like, well, we got to turn around eventually. We got to turn around, and so you get these little pumps, these little fake outs to make people think that buyers are in. And then when you look at all of this space here, when you look at all of this space, and then you got people that they want to target these gaps, and they're like, we already took all this liquidity. It's like people are in the market right now trying to go long. Hence, you're getting and when you look at the higher time frames, you see how irrelevant these little moves actually are. You know, now again, we could get a bullish push here, especially like I said. I like that um, we printed this EVC on the 15. We closed beneath it. We closed back into it. And again, I was saying I want to see this candle get engulfed. I want to see this run lower, but we could still be rejecting off of this low. In the next 5 minutes, we could close inside this candle again, and that would be another red flag. But either way, there's nothing here. There's nothing here that's saying like I need to buy, other than we took liquidity. And if you're looking at the 1 minute or so, you see these little pumps. Like right here, we got this volume. So, and it's not just enticing. It's not just enticing buyers. It's people it's sellers that are holding their position and they're getting out of their trade. On these type of moves, they're like, "Oh, it's over. I'm gonna get out. It's over. I'm gonna get out." And I mean, hey, if you get on profit, then that's what's up. And again, this is a demo account, so it's a lot easier for me to just sit here and hold this on a demo, you know, uh, than it would be if it was just a live account. And I was like, oh, we got this move. I don't like this. I don't like this. But that's why I manage to trade how I do. So I'll tighten the stop. I just go off of what don't I like and try to be objective about what the market is actually showing me. So I just point out my levels and see, what do I want to see happen? Like, again, when this printed, I said within the next 1 to 3 candles, I want to see this candle get engulfed. And what do we get? Engulf. We engulf this level of price, right? We're already back at the low. So this very well could be a fake out. And again, like I was saying, we want to see this high result in rejections. So I think that this may be a good level to get out, honestly. And yeah, we're getting another strong run, and we didn't take these lows. I don't like that at all. So, I mean, the video is getting kind of long. So, I mean, this was a pretty good example. Debating, man. Do I want to move my stop to break even? Get out the trade? Yeah, do I want to move it to break even or get out the trade? Because this is an ambitious target. This is really ambitious. I feel like it's not super ambitious because the market is so bearish, but it's ambitious in terms of how long do you want to wait for price to go there? And then it's like, how far can price retrace before we actually do go there, if we ever go there? And that's one thing that makes it a little difficult. But we'll see how price wants to react to this level. Now, if we bounce off of this level here in the next 30 seconds and we make a higher high, I'm going to go ahead and get out. We got the strong close back above this PVC. And we're not getting that bearish volume coming back into the market how I would like. I'd really like for bears to come in strong here, like with some volume. But they're just not. We got a bullish PVC on the immediate time frame that's controlling the move. That's making it the delivery's taking more time because of this candle right here and this volume that's on this candle. And this is just on the 1 minute. Again, the 5 is not really telling me that, we're about to make big run, big reversal type of run, but um, the immediate time frame on the 1 minute is telling me that it's it's taking some time to get here. Saying that sellers have kind of died out for a bit, so um, yeah, I may be closing this one. I really don't want to see this high go now. All right, I like that we just closed back beneath that. Let's see if we engulf. If we engulf this level of price, then it's over. Yep, it's over. Failed to close position. Okay, there it is. All right, so yeah, we didn't quite hit target, but this was more so a video about what am I looking at while I'm in a trade. Um, just reading the volume and these levels accordingly. Again, I try not to overanalyze. Sometimes it bites me. Sometimes it works out great. Um, you know, I mean, if you watching this video and you want to see what price ended up doing for the rest of the day, I mean, we just pull up MNQ. It's December 17th, and we'll see. My profit target was this 24,961. My stop loss, I had moved it up here to 25,141. So would I have got stopped out? Would I have hit the profit target? I guess we'll never know. Well, you will if you just pull up the chart later. But yeah, that's what's going on. Um, Again, strong bearish market. Realistically, we want to see this continue to push lower. We just never know how far price is actually going to go against you before that trend continues. You got an idea based on your PVCs, these key levels. We can say, well, we want to see rejections happen here, 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 here. But that's just what we want to see, right? That might just be the expectation. But again, expectations are not always met. So, yep, there's another video. If you're watching these videos and if you made it this far, then I commend you. But like the video, leave a comment, subscribe if you appreciate what I'm doing. Let me know. I mean, I'm gonna do it regardless, so it really don't matter, but it is appreciated. So that's it.